The musty smell of old papers clung to the air as Alex sat at his cluttered desk, surrounded by stacks of rejected articles. Each crumpled, ink-stained page seemed to mock him, echoing the doubts that often haunted his thoughts. He absently fiddled with a frayed edge of his notepad, tapping his foot in restless impatience. The dim glow of the desk lamp cast long shadows, flickering with the uncertain optimism in the room. The sour trace of cold coffee lingered, a testament to his exhaustion. The phone rang, slicing through the monotony. He snatched it up, listening intently. His expressions shifted, fluctuating between hope and determination. The opportunity for a night watch job at a Nevada farm materialized, a chance for a compelling story. His eyes darted to the bleak view outside the window, yearning for reassurance. He agreed, driven by ambition and the promise of uncovering something extraordinary. Holding the receiver, Alex steeled himself, preparing for long nights and uncertainty, driven by the challenge. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Alex drove along a dusty road, shadows flickering through the windshield. The old truck rattled with every jolt from the uneven path, its engine hiccuping as if on its last breath. He felt the night creeping in, wrapping around him like a shroud. Gerald stood by the gate, a silhouette framed against the fading golden light. The deep lines etched into Gerald's face spoke of tales untold, each crevasse whispering secrets of its own. "These are rules you mustn't ignore," Gerald warned, handing Alex a handwritten list. His voice carried a mix of authority and an unsettling urgency that lingered in the air. Alex hesitated, a quiver of doubt shaking his fingertips as he accepted the list. The atmosphere was heavy with the crunch of gravel underfoot and the bittersweet tang of distant rain. Alex mused on the warnings, pondering if these rules held more weight than mere superstition. Alone in the dimly lit farmhouse, Alex scrutinized the list of rules. The odd symbols next to each rule twisted like shadowy serpents in the flickering light. He leaned in, his breath drawing slow, eyes narrowing in concentration. His brow furrowed as he hesitantly touched the symbols, feeling the wooden surface cool and strangely alive beneath his fingertips. A chill crept down his spine, pooling in his stomach. A soft whisper, almost imperceptible, seemed to echo, "What lies beneath?" The dim glow of a single bulb cast elongated shadows, the distant howling of coyotes, the only sound breaking the silence. The symbols seemed ancient, as though they were stories in themselves, whispering secrets just out of reach. He wondered if the house was hiding a truth waiting to be uncovered, and if he was ready to face the mysteries it held. A rhythmic tapping drew Alex to the window, each tap echoing in the silent room. He hesitated, fingers trembling against the misted glass. Peering cautiously, he found a one-eyed crow staring back, its single eye gleaming like polished obsidian. Chilled to the bone, Alex recoiled, his heartbeats drumming wildly. Gerald's warning flashed through his mind. "If you see it, hide, for it knows secrets best left unknown." Heart racing, he ducked under the bed, feeling the roughness of the frame against his skin. The tapping resonated in his ears, a haunting rhythm. The ruffle of feathers outside and the draft seeping through the window cracks heightened his unease. He pondered the undeniable dread the creature evoked, its presence a harbinger of unspoken terror. Later that night, Alex paced the farmhouse, the wooden floor creaking under his weight. He found a loose board and pried it open with a rusted screwdriver. Inside lay an old, dusty journal. Its cover seemed fused to the enclave, resisting his efforts to free it. With a tentative sigh, he retrieved the journal, dusting himself off. Pages filled with cryptic accounts from past watchkeepers lay before him. Flipping through the yellowed pages, he paused at a particularly incoherent entry, his eyes narrowing with mixed curiosity and unease. The musty smell of old paper filled his nostrils as he absorbed the eerie ambience. Each word felt like a thread pulling at the edges of his sanity. He pondered the warnings, questioning whether these entries were harbored truths or echoes of fear lingering in the dark corners of the past. Determined to capture whatever phenomena occurred, Alex set up cameras around the farm. His fingers fumbled with the tripod locks, betraying his nerves. One camera faced the barn, its red indicator light blinking ominously. Another directed at the house entrance where moonlit shadows danced eerily. "I'll capture whatever happens, make sense of it all," he whispered to himself. He paused, eyes scanning the horizon, feeling the prickling sensation of being watched. An owl hooted somewhere, its haunting call piercing the quiet. His anticipation was palpable, mingling with the metallic taste of the air, as if heralding an approaching storm. He resolved to unravel the mysteries, even as doubt lingered on the edges of his mind. As dawn approached, Alex reviewed the camera footage. The laptop screen glowed faintly in the dark room, his fingers hovering over the keyboard. An eerie shape flickered across the barn, vanishing before he could pause the video. His heart skipped a beat, leaving a dull throb in its wake. Leaning forward, tension clear on his face, Alex watched the shadows move seemingly of their own accord. The soft hum of the laptop accompanied his shallow breaths. A chill seeped from the open window, carrying the faint smell of damp earth. In the distance, an owl's call echoed, matching the eerie sense of the shadows. "Did I just witness that?" he questioned silently. The idea that shadows could move with intent resonated within him, challenging his rationality. Later, Alex sat at the farmhouse table, sipping coffee opposite Gerald. The swirling steam from his mug obscured fleeting thoughts of the stories he'd heard. "Folklore, they said," Gerald explained, eyes haunted by memories. His voice carried the weight of years gone by. Details of unexplained disappearances made Alex's throat tighten. Shifting in his seat, the chair creaked beneath him, echoing the uncertainty of his investigation. The clink of mugs against wood, Gerald's deep sighs, and the ticking of an old clock filled the air. Alex pondered the stories, wondering if they were mere fabrications or warnings of something darker. As the wind whistled through the window frame, he felt a chill thinking about uncovering potentially twisted realities. The moon bathed the fields in light as Alex approached the noisy tractor. Its headlights flicked on, cutting through the darkness like searchlights, illuminating the machinery. Alex stumbled back, nearly tripping over a root. The wheels screeched as the tractor lured menacingly toward him, burning rubber and kicking up dust. Adrenaline surged through him as he sprinted away. The rumbling engine and the cold wind biting his face heightened his fear. The sharp smell of gasoline mixed with the aroma of freshly turned soil. The flickering headlights danced eerily across the ground. "It's alive," he thought, grappling with the realization of its malevolence. His mind scrambled for explanations, but only dread lingered. Days later, Alex found a creased envelope in the mailbox. His fingers brushed over its weathered surface, feeling it might disintegrate. Inside were photographs of past watchkeepers, faces wrinkled and tired, eyes hollow. He spread them across the table, tracing their features. A chill ran down his spine as he whispered, "How did they end up like this?" Each line and shadow seemed to demand attention, conveying unspoken stories. The glide of paper against fingers and the creak of the mailbox added to the eeriness. Alex realized the farm's isolation might have eroded these individuals. Fearing a similar fate, a deep unease settled within him. The weather turned cold and still as Alex stood by the barn, clouds hanging thick above. A shiver tightened around him, breath misting visibly. Nature seemed to pause unnaturally, unsettling him. A twig snapped, startling him and breaking the silence. The soundless void, sharp scent of pine, and rustling leaves heightened his awareness. The faint metallic tang lingered in his throat, unsettling and bitter. The creeping sensation of being watched felt like a trap set by nature itself. The oppressive stillness felt alive, like it was waiting. Alex pondered its significance, wondering if he had stepped into a trap. Inside the barn, Alex hesitated, his heart thudding in rhythm with the creaks of the structure. Symbols akin to those in the journal were etched into the floor, grooves filled with shadow and mystery. The fading light cast long shadows across the symbols. Dust-covered candles circled them like a shrine, their wicks ghostly in the dim light. The stale air, the scent of wax, and the wind's low whistle added to the eerie ambience. The symbols and rituals seemed like attempts to either summon or ward off something. The idea chilled him, fearing he had stumbled upon something he wasn't meant to see. Alex met Jenna, the skeptical neighbor, on her porch. Her fingers drummed on a porcelain mug as they conversed. Caution mingled with curiosity as she watched Alex scribble notes. Reluctantly, she shared stories of unexplained dog barks and lights. Her voice barely rose above a whisper, fearing her words might be overheard. I thought I was losing it until I saw your setup, she admitted, her voice trembling. Alex nodded, offering a gentle smile to ease her. The aroma of herbal tea, the rocking chair's creak, and distant wind chimes filled the atmosphere. Jenna's ambivalence mirrored deeper fears, hinting at secrets the town might hold. The clock chimed ominously at 3:33 a.m., sending a shiver down Alex's spine. A dog barked, leading him reluctantly to a mirror, his reflection distorted, eyes widening, palms sweating. The air thickened around him, weighing down his breaths. His heart hammered, its beats counting down to some unknown terror. Whispering under his breath, "This can't be real." He felt the oppressive presence of the mirror, the rhythmic ticking, the dog's frantic barks, and the cold surface of the mirror heightened his fear. Alex stood trapped in his own reflection, questioning its reality and significance. A crimson moon high above cast a sinister glow, twisting shadows across the ground. Fear propelled Alex indoors, locking doors, drawing curtains. His hands trembled on the latch, heart pounding like a war drum. Visions of faces and shadows danced before him, whispering dread. "This can't be real," he muttered, shivering. The chilled breeze carried whispers. The red light bathed the room, and a burnt-wood scent lingered. The oppressive atmosphere heightened his unease, leaving him questioning the boundary between reality and hallucination. The shadows taunted his senses, casting doubt on his grip on reality. A loose drawer panel revealed a hidden compartment. Alex's fingers fumbled, splinters biting his skin. Inside, ominous scribbles urged the next watchkeeper to flee. The jagged letters mirrored the tightness in his chest. A chill ran down his spine, as if the warning was meant for him. The dusty scent of the desk, wooden creaks, and an owl's muffled hoot filled the air. The frantic words felt like a direct plea, a reflection of his own fate. Alex pondered the desperation in the message, questioning if he was following a doomed path. Paranoia gripped Alex as he paced, glancing at shadows creeping along walls. Every sound was a threat. Every silence beckoned the unknown. Conversations with Gerald took sinister undercurrents. Pausing by a window, Alex peered into the night, the swaying trees whispering secrets, the dragging feet across floorboards, the tightness in his chest, and the still air heightened his paranoia. Alex questioned the farm's influence over him, wondering if it was eroding his sanity. The oppressive presence clawed at his mind, challenging his perception of reality. A chilling crow pierced the night, far too early for dawn. Alex jerked upright, tangled in damp sheets. The clock's hands were frozen at 4 a.m. Fear gripped him, realizing the impossible had happened. His heart raced, competing with the rooster's cry. The eerie silence, the clock's relentless ticking, and cold air heightened his fear. The memory of similar childhood nightmares haunted him. It felt as though the world balanced on the edge of reality, and he feared what lay beyond. Dawn barely touched the horizon as Alex set up his camera, capturing every detail of the fields. Lights weaved and flickered across the fog, resembling ghostly apparitions. "This can't be real," he murmured, wide-eyed and apprehensive. The crisp air stung his cheeks. The mechanical clicks echoed softly. The silent expanse stretched infinitely, the electric charge in the air hinting at an unseen presence. The phenomena held the promise of answers, but also the potential to unravel everything he believed. In a dark room, Alex replayed the footage, his breath shallow and uneven. Shadowy figures slid across the fields, their dance fluid yet disjointed. Disbelief engulfed him, knots forming in his stomach. "How can this be real?" he whispered, tracing the flickering screen. The soft drone and dusty air heightened the eerie atmosphere. The footage defied explanation, challenging every law known to man. Alex wondered if these shadows had always lurked, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Alex sat surrounded by evidence, grappling with logic and instinct. "Do I leave or dig deeper?" he whispered, glancing at his packed bag. The weight of the situation bore down on him. He picked up a photograph, searching for answers in their eyes. The crackling paper and distant sirens added to the tension. The decision felt like a trap, each path laden with peril. Walking away promised safety, but would he ever forgive himself for leaving the truth buried? As Alex drove away, the farmhouse faded from view. The steering wheel felt slick with sweat beneath his grip. "I've been here before," he murmured, a mounting unease gnawing at him. A shiver coursed through him at the sight of his hollow eyes in the rearview mirror. Shadows flickered in the passing trees, their dark shapes lingering. The throaty hum of his car and the crow's distant cawing heightened his dread. Despite leaving, the shadows of the farmhouse seemed to cling to him, whispering of unfinished business. Weeks later, Alex scanned a large envelope in his mailbox. His fingers traced over his name, neatly typed. The keys to the farm tumbled out, chilling him. The metallic clink of keys and the scent of rain-soaked asphalt filled the air. The envelope's chill contrasted with his unease. "What the hell is this supposed to mean now?" he whispered. The package felt like a twisted game, a hidden message he couldn't decipher. Dread curled in his stomach, hinting at the beginning anew.